Hi, welcome again to our third module for state control hazardous items near miss issues to consider regarding safety and security. The majority of these issues now is coming from the engine room. Let's continue, guys. We have issue here regarding fuel gauging system, self-closing device. Uh, the instruction here is fuel gauge safe closing valve shall not be kept forced open as this compromises fire safety and has potential for vessel detention by port state control inspectors. Okay, this is near miss that needs the attention of our engineers on board. Okay, oil level gauges are provided with flat glasses and self-closing valves between the gauges and fuel tank so as to avoid fuel release into machinery spaces in case of gauge glass failure. So this is the example photos of quick closing or self-closing valves. I am pretty sure the engineers are very familiar with this. We'll proceed to the other deficiency or issue here. Weekly sludge retention interest in oil record book. So this is about oil record book. What it says here, supplement to the IOPP certificate, Form A or Form B, paragraph 3.1, list oil residue or sludge tanks for retention of oil residues on board. The sludge tanks recorded in oil record book should be exactly same as the tanks recorded in the supplement to IOPP certificate, Form A or Form B, paragraph 3.1. And a copy of IOPP certificate shall be kept readily available with oil record book for easy reference. I am pretty sure the chief engineer is in charge of the interest in oil record book, but it is also a good training for the junior officers to be prepared in advance the responsibility, the importance of interest in oil record book. Let's move to the other issue regarding defective sewage treatment plant. This is AMSA findings. During inspection by AMSA, it was observed that there was no return visible on the sludge and scum return line hose of the sewage treatment plant. Vessel was detained by AMSA on following grounds. What are the grounds? Okay, let's go ahead with a quick investigations regarding defective sewage treatment plant. After referring to the maker's manual, it was noted that sludge pipe will show flow only when toilets are in use at peak hours. On noticing no return on the sludge and scum return hose, ship staff disconnected the hose return line and blew through the sludge and scum pipelines with air. The sludge and scum return hoses were then put back and the system was put back in use to confirm the flow. Ship staff used sufficient return into the sewage system and found that flow was sighted continuously from the sludge return hose. Ship staff should be familiar with the operation of the sewage treatment plant. Sewage plants shall be checked, maintained as per maker's manual and vessel's plant maintenance system. Flow-through sludge and scum return hoses shall be checked every day, and compressor air pressure shall be cited every watch by duty engineer during his rounds in the engine room. Sludge and scum return line shall be blown through as per maker's manual and as necessary in order to maintain proper flow. We have another malfunction of oil water separator issue. This is about port state item. During port state control inspection, flow sensor of fresh water line to OCM gave a fault alarm of similar nature as faced by the vessel earlier, thereby triggering difficulty in starting oil water separator and malfunctioning of three-way valve. On observing this, ship staff tried to adjust the pressure switch in freshwater line as they had carried out earlier as per maker's instructions. Following this, port state control detained the vessel on following grounds. First, 15 ppm alarm arrangement. Three-way valve does not work properly. Second, the 15 ppm content sensor can be manipulated by crew during the test, and the ship staffs do not know correct way to operate the oil water separator. Let's continue. The best recommendations for the shipboard personnel that oily water separator shall be tested monthly and same shall be recorded in oil record book. Any malfunction of oily water separator shall be reported to the company's head office at earliest and recorded in oil record book. Ship staff must tell true facts to the PEC and maintain all communications records with makers so that same can be referred to in case of any problem with equipment. Onboard training for all MARPOL equipment shall carried out as per safety management system and vessel garbage management plan and type specific pollution prevention equipment training shall be completed. The training record for MARPOL equipment shall be maintained in safety management system training log. The best recommendation is ship staff shall ensure strict compliance with company's MARPOL program. It shall be noted that the company is committed to a zero-tolerance approach to any non-compliance with the International Convention for Prevention of Pollution from Ships, or MARPOL, and are committed to strict adherence with International Maritime Organization requirements. Company will not spare any efforts to inform the authorities or bring the offenders to book in case of any MARPOL related incident and suspected alleged MARPOL violation. We have another slight accident here. The brief description was while changing gasket on steam pipe for bunker tanks, fuel oil heating line, flanges were slackened after confirming that valve was holding and steam stopped coming from flanges. We will getting some detailed of the incident or the accident. Pipe was removed from place and after 1 hour, when trying to put back the pipe, suddenly a small amount of hot condensate water from line came out, fell on the crew, causing slight burn around neck and back area. So that is the issue there. A slight burn around the neck and back area of the crew. Now, a good best safety practice here is when doing work on steam pipe, extreme caution shall be observed as the pipe design and bends may trap hot condensate inside the pipe, which can come out at a later stage due to change in position of pipe. Risk assessment must be carried out for all non-routine jobs and relevant work permits must be completed. So, risk assessment of non-routine jobs is important. We have another incident issue here. Engine crew splashed his eyes with oil mist while opening scavenge drain tank sounding pipe in the engine room. Okay, so the best safety practice here should crew shall be educated about correct procedure of taking scavenge drain tank sounding by closing inlet valve and pipe. Most vessels are provided with a depressurizing cup, and this should be done prior opening the sounding pipe cap. A warning notice shall or should also be displayed near the sounding pipe to warn the operator. Okay, guys, this is the end of our module, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching or listening this safety video presentations. Once again, this is Captain Coach RG, your service in maritime training and education. Have a nice day.